Welcome to Going Beyond, and thank you so much for being here with us today. It's that time again every week where I bring you somebody who's interesting, somebody who's fascinating, somebody who has a story to tell me. And today, the story is going to come from Rachel Hariharan. She's here with me to talk about her business called 𝗤𝗂𝗲𝗏. Now, let me start by saying thank you very much and asking what in the world does 𝗤𝗂𝗲 mean?
Thank you, Jennifer, for having me here. Lovely. So 𝗤𝗂𝗲 is HYGGE. 𝗤𝗂𝗲 is a Danish concept. 𝗤𝗂𝗲 is a concept of wellness, warmth, love, coziness, and just holistically happiness. So me at my core, I'm just somebody who's, I'm just fascinated by happiness and beauty, and I'm very blessed to live a happy and beauty life. So when I came across the concept of 𝗤𝗂𝗲, I just felt it was something that I've always lived, you know. It just felt like a word that I could finally put to something that I've always lived. And I repeat that I'm very blessed to live a 𝗤𝗂𝗲 life. And 𝗤𝗂𝗲 is just happiness at its core, because I believe that as people, we have but one job, and that's just to be happy. I mean, pursue whatever makes you happy. Like we don't know about what's happened yesterday. We don't know about what's going to happen. But I know what I'm doing in this moment, and I don't know how to describe it. So I think that's what 𝗤𝗂𝗲 is, you know.
Right. So do you have to actually explain all of this as you have to me, to your clients when they come to you? They must ask you what it means.
Yeah,
they must
so it's a
ask
very
you
simple
why.
concept. We just tell them that 𝗤𝗂𝗲 is this is the concept, this is the Danish concept. And what we want to do is, like, home at the end of the day is 𝗤𝗂𝗲 headquarters.
Okay.
So home is a place where you want to unwind, you just want to slip in, you want to recharge for the next day. Home is where you want to spend time with, you know, your family, your loved ones. So home is your 𝗤𝗂𝗲 headquarters. So we want to make the home feel that way. We want to make it warm. So everybody's, and I mean, I need to say that 𝗤𝗂𝗲 is personal. So everybody's definition of 𝗤𝗂𝗲 is different, whether it's the colors, whether it's in the functional use of the space. So we love to, I mean, I love to understand, I love people, I love talking. So I love to understand someone's concept of what works for them, what they want in their home, how they want to spend their time, how they want to use their space, and translating that into our home.
Right. So you do interior design for what? Or for which specific area?
So we do home interiors primarily for residential projects, high-end residential projects. So we do end-to-end from design to execution. So we work on design, we customize design. Like I said, that's the whole concept of 𝗤𝗂𝗲. What works for one person is not somebody else's definition of 𝗤𝗂𝗲. So we work on individualized design. We don't have any templates. We don't have a one-size-fits-all approach. We work exclusively on understanding that client's requirement.
But sorry to interrupt you, you do have two beautiful daughters who are probably your right hand and your left hand. So you obviously work together as a team, Rachel.
Yes. So I do Studio 𝗤𝗂𝗲. I started Studio 𝗤𝗂𝗲 with my older daughter, Nikita, my partner at work, my daughter at home, and one of my best friends.
Nice, very nice,
So
lovely.
my younger daughter, Tamanna, has just joined us as well. So very excited. My definition of 𝗤𝗂𝗲 is my family. I'm very blessed with the best partner in the world, my husband, Hari. And I think the best girls in the world who are my friends more than anything. So if I get to do work, if I get to do my work days with them, it doesn't get more 𝗤𝗂𝗲 than that.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I think that's just great. How long does it take to actually do a particular project?
Okay, it depends on the size of the project. We work on design for about 45 days to 2 months. We take about a couple of months to work on design end to end. And when the client is happy with design, then we get into execution. We believe in taking the whole project from design to execution, because if you speak to anybody who's done their home interiors, I think execution, working with people, I think that's a very difficult part. So we want the whole experience to be 𝗤𝗂𝗲. That's what it is, not just the design. So we take all of the tension, we take all of the headaches, and we give you a clean home at the end of, like, whatever, 4 months or 6 months.
Do you have to work a lot on a day-to-day basis with the people for whom you're designing?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, you mean the client?
The client, yes.
No, we sit down, we first understand what they want, understand how they use their space, and then we take our own time. We work on one set of design. Most often than not, the client always agrees with our design. Like, people love what we've done for them so far, and of course we take in their inputs, what is it that they expect from us, and then we work on the design along with them. So we take the client along with us on the journey of designing their home.
Right. So tell me, what's the latest thing in terms of homes as such? in terms of design? Is it, I read about minimalistic, is that the way to go? Is there too much clutter? I mean, I think if you walked into my home, I think you would throw out half of the stuff there. But each of those things are very special and precious to me. So how do you incorporate something like that?
I think that's exactly what 𝗏𝗂𝗲's about. Like I said, 𝗏𝗂𝗲's personal. So it's somebody might like minimal, might like maximal. You like color, somebody likes neutrals. And so yeah, I think understanding what that particular client wants, what is it. Of course, when they have pieces of art that has traveled with them, furniture that has traveled with them. We take in all of that when we're speaking to the client. We love to them to bring to us all the things that are special to them. Or if there's somebody that we recently met who said that tennis was a very special thing to her husband. So we are doing his den, with the tennis theme. So we are like doing the ceiling which looks like a clay coat, or we're trying to just bring in shelves that look like tennis rackets and things like that. So we're trying to personalize it to their...
Indeed. Now, it frightens me that you said high-end luxury places. So what happens to people who might have a little apartment and would you touch that sort of a thing?
I mean, when I say high-end, I mean
you mean
bigger
large,
spaces.
Right?
It's just that we like to give our personal attention to the projects, and my time is limited, of course. So I also choose judiciously the people we work with. While we want the experience of the doing the home to be 𝗏𝗂𝗲 for the client, we want it to be 𝗏𝗂𝗲 for us as well.
Right.
So we've become judicious in the people we chose with, people who appreciate the experience of working with us, people who appreciate design, people who want us to translate something for them in their home. I think not so much about budgets. We do take the client's budget into mind. We tell them it's pretty transparent. There's something that you haven't. Of course, everybody's got their limits. They have something set in mind.
That's quite right.
This much for my home, this much for my interiors. So we take whatever is the budget that they have in mind, and we work it transparently with them.
Right. How did you come across this name, 𝗏𝗂𝗲?
Just while reading, I just came across this word. And like I said, it was a concept, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so blessed. I live 𝗏𝗂𝗲. I've been blessed to live 𝗏𝗂𝗲 all my life. So
lucky lady.
Yes.
Lucky lady. Okay, you've had this outfit of yours for the past 5 years. So do you only concentrate in Chennai, or have you done stuff outside of Chennai? Are there other cities you go to?
We have done one project at Bangalore. We have done design for another project at Bangalore. But work got, a little hectic in Chennai. So we, till now, we have kept ourselves to Chennai. But we are looking to, we've done design outside Chennai. We've done for Coimbatore. We've done for the deep south. We've done for 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏.
Right.
We've designed a home.
Really?
Yes.
As remote as that,
yes.
I'm very
We've
surprised.
done design. So the client had their own team.
So does that mean then that the client can actually take away the designs that you offer them and get it done? Then that means you have no control over the end result and how the product
then
looks.
We've worked on the design. So we give elaborate drawings. If like I said, somebody has their own team, or this is something that they're executing in a place where we don't do execution as yet, then they can work with our design.
Will you ever touch offices and office buildings?
We have done. Very recently, we did a New York style pizzeria on Khader Nawaz Khan Road.
Okay.
So since the client had a very particular aesthetic in mind, he wanted to translate a New York style pizzeria. We worked on the design of that.
Are you delighted with the way your company is going? It's 5 years. So are you going up and up and up?
Absolutely delighted.
Yes,
the experience is 𝗏𝗂𝗲𝗏 all the way. I can't stress that enough. So yeah, like I said, now my daughter's working along with me. I think, yeah. So I enjoy the workday as well. We have our studio.
Must be fun to work with your kids.
Yes, we've just moved to a new space, which is like it's like a 50-plus-year-old heritage building. So we've just completely transformed the interiors. We've not changed it, switched it up, because we wanted to retain the character. We wanted to retain the whole vintage, this thing of the space. So we haven't switched it up, but we've got our own vibe going. We've brought in our colors. We've got country music playing in the background the whole day. So it's Kenny Rogers and John Mayer. And
so in the middle of all the Kenny Rogers, is there ever an argument between you and your daughters about the style, about the design you're putting together, or are they putting together a design or working together?
Not to sound, no, never. Like, we don't argue. Like, it's different points of view. Of course, we're different people. So it's very nice. We share, Nikita and myself have been working together for the last 5 years.
Okay.
We share a similar aesthetic. So it's nice. But we have different points of view. And I think she's a whole different generation. So she comes in with her ideas. I love it, and I have my ideas, and she works on that. It's just working beautifully.
She never called you old-fashioned.
Oh no, Never.
Yeah.
I don't think they...
You don't look old-fashioned anyway, for sure.
I don't think they have ever, so...
Really?
No.
That's very interesting. Your background was not in architecture or design.
No, I'm a business graduate, so...
So where did this little bug bite you and how? How did it happen?
I think we've, because of my husband Hari's job, we've moved quite a bit across India. So wherever we've gone, whenever we've picked up a place and we've designed our interiors, I've always done it, and and people have come over and just really loved it. And so I've been doing this for like 20 plus years, I guess, in my head.
Okay.
And
yes, right. You didn't just put it into action.
Yes, design's always my passion. I'm very house proud, so I love my home. I love creating beautiful spaces.
Right.
So that's what I meant when I love creating beautiful nooks, and whether it's a piece of art or whether it's a cushion.
What about hotel or an office space?
We haven't done hospitality design as yet, but yeah, maybe.
Is that called for something else, a different style, or what?
No, I don't think so. It just depends. I'm guessing if the project has a theme, like if they want to go classical, or if they want to go Indian, then I'm guessing it will have a theme. But no, we haven't got into hospitality design as yet.
Right. How do you find people take it to somebody else designing their home for them? I often wonder whether, one is okay with the designer coming in and saying, do this, do this, do this, and maybe I may or may not agree with the point of view of the designer. How does it work?
Like I said, we understand somebody's aesthetic at the beginning, if they have an aesthetic. If not, they just tell us they want something airy, they want something spacious, they want the space to be planned well. And then we bring in the color, we bring in the aesthetic, and we've worked on so many themes, whether it's been neutrals, whether it's been wabi-sabi, whether it's been like maximal. And so we worked on many themes, and more often than not, we find clients liking the design that we put across the very first time. Otherwise, then we take their feedback and then we tweak it a little to, whatever finally suits their aesthetic.
Rachel, tell me, are you artistic?
Artistic?
Yes.
Yeah,
you must be, I suppose.
I think I am. I love beauty in all its form. I love good clothes. I love good food.
Yes.
I love a beautiful home. I love good music. I love good conversations. I love meeting people.
That's very interesting. I just wondered about that. Does it actually call for somebody in the design industry to be artistic in some way?
Oh yeah, I think not so much. I don't know. I mean, I'm not the right person to say that. But since I said I'm a business graduate and I have architects and I have interior designers that work on my team, but the core design comes from me and from Nikita. So,
right.
And I think we're just artistic. We just have an eye for beauty. We have an eye for color. And I think there's one more thing that I've been blessed with is a clarity of thought. So it's like, while I understand beauty, I need to fit it to the client that I'm meeting. So their sense of beauty, their sense of what makes them happy. I think I have the clarity of thought to match that. I've been blessed with that. And I think that's very important as well.
Of course, the clarity of thought and your design intuition and all of that. How do you match that to the requirements of being a business person? How does it work?
I think that's clarity of thought as well, I think. So
you think so?
Yeah, because like I said, being very clear at the beginning of our strengths, our limitations, of probably saying no to a couple of things, like if we don't make furniture. So if there's a client that asks us, as of now, we don't make furniture. So that's not my strength. So I think putting that out there right there in the beginning, that we curate furniture, but we don't make furniture.
When you say you curate, that means you can actually go out and source it, or what?
Yeah, we research a lot of brands trending across India, across globally. So we research a lot of the styles that are trending. So we are aware of brands that produce furniture and matching, the furniture that's required for the client's aesthetic and their budget. I think it's because of the research that we do that we are able to put it in.
Does your husband Hari help you with your business at all?
Oh, not at all.
No? Really?
No, he doesn't. He's my support in everything, but he's got a lot going for him.
He's got his own thinking.
He's got his own thing going, yeah. So.
How do you think you can go forward with your business? Do more and more, make it larger and larger? How many people work for you?
We have a team of about 12 as of now. But larger as in, I think
people
from where we've started...
Or?
No, I think from where we've started, the kind of projects that we're doing now, the freedom that we are getting to do, to express our creativity, I think that's how I see us growing, not just in numbers. Like I said, we're not here to just, replicate homes, and we're here to create that whole experience. We're here to create a beautiful home. I mean, once we're done, we want to go and, take pictures and look back and say, oh, I enjoyed. I mean, did I really create this? And, look at it and enjoy it. And when the clients tell us, we've had some lovely feedback very recently from somebody whose home we did. And they've put it up, in fact, on our Instagram page. And they've said that the way, Rachel and Nikita have done up our home, it's not just changed the way that that our home is, but it's also changed the way we live. It's made us feel more calm. It's made us feel more centered in our space. And that was lovely. That's what we want to do.
That's your calling card,
Yes,
really,
yes,
in a way,
yes.
isn't it? When you were starting your business, were you at any time anxious? Did you have a level of anxiety about where would I go? How am I going to do this? What's the way forward? Did that ever cross your mind?
Again, to repeat myself, I think I'm blessed to not know how to be stressed or to be anxious. I just take it as it comes. I love whatever I do that day, whatever I've been doing at any point of time. I think I've just remained happy. I've been blessed with nice people to be happy, but I think I've also chosen to be, I think it's just what I'm naturally drawn to. So I don't know how to stress. I don't know how to, regret something, and I'm just looking for the next experience.
Is there ever a time when you might repeat a certain idea or a certain part of one home that you might have done earlier? Does it ever happen that you might replicate that in another home?
Maybe not just replicate it exactly, but yeah, if there's something, if there's a nice element that we like, maybe a design element that we would just not consciously, of course. If there's something that fits in, or if there's someone that's seen something of our work and said, I really like that and I would like to do that in my home, then maybe definitely.
Right. Tell me what you think about antique furniture, and tell me what you think about antique furniture versus the modern stuff that we can get these days. And I'm not talking about an IKEA style, okay? I'm just talking about generally some of the stuff that's available in the stores.
I'm going to say that I'm not an expert on antiques, so I wouldn't really go there. But like I said, when people bring in something and they say, we've had people that have said that, this piece of furniture has been with me for 30 years and I love it.
And I want it, please.
We love it. We want to repurpose it. We first find a place for it. If it needs to be tweaked or switched up a little just to match the ongoing aesthetic, and we do that. So yeah, we love anything that has character. And I'm guessing antiques do, have that. They have character and they have something of a story behind them.
Right.
So we love to take that story and translate it in our design.
All right. What about doing stuff like, and I'm thinking as I say this, but say ideas from other countries, do you bring any sort of new versions of something into India for your work? Have you tried that at all?
Not consciously, but yeah, like I said, we research a lot of global, global trends, what's happening. So there is a lot of international elements in our design as well.
Right.
So if somebody likes a nice European aesthetic, then yeah, that's what we are doing. And like I said, we did a whole wabi-sabi Japanese inspired home. We did something. We designed a home that was Mexican inspired, very Tulum, a design that was Mexican inspired. So yeah, I think so.
So I think that's lovely. So do you ever go to these countries to take a look-see around?
Oh yeah, I love travel. I love travel. I have traveled quite a bit, quite a few countries in Europe. Been to South Africa, been to Thailand, been to Sri Lanka. I've traveled quite a bit. I think I just love the experience of travel. While I know that people take a lot of pictures, I'm actually someone who doesn't whip out my phone. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. I have pictures because of my husband, but I'm just taking it all in. It's really exciting,
Right. Well, I saw some very lovely pictures on the internet when I was preparing to meet you for this show, and there was just such a variety of pictures that went across the screen, and they were just simply beautiful.
Okay.
So I was just wondering, are those very current works that you have put into the page?
That's all our current work. Few of our projects that we shoot when the client has not yet moved and we don't want to inconvenience them. So more often than not, people are like really excited when their home's getting ready and they're moving out and they're ready to move in. But when we do have the time, we shoot most of our projects.
Right. Do you do a lot of homes that are just being built, or do you actually go into someone's home where they've been living in this way for a while and then you rework it. Do you do
Both
that a
of
lot?
that, yes. We've done renovations as well. We've done some very nice renovations where somebody's picked up a really old home, and so we start from the beginning, because there it's not just starting from scratch, but we have to tear down something that's there. So we don't want to break up a lot. So, you know, what can fit into existing spaces? How do we repurpose a corner? How do we repurpose a kitchen? And yeah, we do work on renovation as well.
So does it ever happen that you actually work with somebody who's putting up a building? I mean, actually construction, people who are into construction of beautiful homes.
Yes.
We've seen a lot of that.
Yes, we've done that as well.
But
We've
you don't
very
wait
recently,
sorry to interrupt you. So that you don't wait, that means for somebody who's bought that home and wants it like this.
No, very recently we worked on a 7,000 square feet space, and it was quite interesting because it was the
Huge.
Yeah, it was a family home for two people. So
Two
while
people.
they and they were building it like, you know, as going to be their like forever home. So while they were planning the space, and they wanted all similar things, they wanted it to be very private as well. So we had to come up with a concept of like 4 staircases. While they were internal staircases, they were external, so they remained connected, but they both had their complete private spaces. So that was a long-term design that we did in the plan before they even started construction.
Rachel, they'll be rattling around. Don't you think so? In 7,000
No, it was lovely. Like I said, they remained connected on the outside, but inside they had their complete private homes. So they both wanted to live together, but also, you know, have their own privacy. So.
Okay, live together but apart.
Yes.
Is that the way to do it? Now, do you end up being friends with a lot of the people whom you have designed for?
Yes, we do. So again, I think the experience of working with them, mostly we've had lovely experiences, and mostly we've ended up with lovely friends, and the very few not good experiences that we have, I'm not going to talk about it here.
We'll leave those aside. I'm sure
I
there
think
can
people
be
have
that.
their own quirks. And
People do have their own quirks and all that. Do you ever go back to the homes that you have actually designed just to kind of check out if it still looks as good as when you gave it to them?
No, not intentionally. We haven't.
No? What would be wrong in doing that?
We haven't actually till now. We have maybe a couple of them. We might have gone maybe like 2 weeks or a month later, but not much later. We haven't. No particular reason.
No reason at all. Okay. When you got the name for your company of 𝗏𝗂𝐻, I'm just wondering how much explanation do you have to give the people when they actually come?
A lot, because it's a very interesting
like
name.
You have to me, yes.
The first thing
right.
was the pronunciation, and everybody was always getting it wrong.
Right.
So that's when we decided to, you know, spell it out like phonetically. That's how our company is spelled HYGGE, 𝗏𝗂𝐻 Designer Spaces, but our brand is Studio 𝗏𝗂𝐻, HOOGUH. So it's like easy to pronounce it.
Right. In your business, do you actually have to advertise yourself, or do you find that it's by word of mouth that people have seen your work or gone to the home of someone whom you've designed for?
It's all of that. It's all of that. Not advertise as in such. We put out our work on Instagram, nothing else much. And a lot of people that have worked with us do refer us. And we've also had people where they've gone into homes that we've done and asked because they've really liked whatever they've seen. And that's how we've met our clients as well.
Right. You referred earlier to the fact that you are very interested in color in the homes. So is there a very specific color that's in vogue at the moment, or is it, is it just random?
It's neutrals have been trending for quite a while because they give you a clean palette, you know. So you do like whites and beiges and blacks and browns, but I think now color blocking is...
What does that mean?
Like color blocking is just color drenching. It's drenching the whole room in one dark color. You wouldn't think, but the walls and the ceilings like a really dark olive green, like something of what you're wearing, a darker shade of it, or like a really dark burgundy, and you just color drenched all the walls. And the misconception is that you think that, you know, dark color is going to make the room look small. It actually works the other way.
Is that a misnomer, is it?
Yes, it really opens up the place. Like you just color block the whole room, including the ceiling, bring in some nice art on the wall and some lighting accents, and it just opens up the space. So
right. I'm frequently in Los Angeles, and over there I go to a home, and every single bit of that home is a different color. Whether it's the chairs, every chair is a different color, the rug is a different color. I mean, it's almost too much at a point of time.
It's lovely to play with color in the soft furnishings, like you're saying. So even if you want to keep the whole palette of the home neutral and bring in the pops of color, we love that as well, because that's something that you can keep switching up now and then just to give the home a refresh.
Right.
So whether it's your cushions or your rugs, and you bring in the color accents, the pops of color there, and keep the walls neutral. That's also a style that's.
Right. What do you think about people who actually once in every 2 months want to change everything? They want to change the cushion, they want to change the curtain, they want to change their accessories.
I want to say I'm so
As
guilty
my
of
mother,
that. I'm guilty.
My mother was very guilty of that. And
Nikita and I
I'm
are
just the
so guilty
opposite.
of that right now.
Really,
so.
I'm just the opposite. When I
Oh,
want something,
okay.
I really like it so much, I want it to stay there for good, for always. But
Oh, I'm like, I want to do more. Like, you know,
Really?
don't tell me that this is the last couch that I'm going to own. Like, that is kind of giving me a
Block.
outer limit. I'm sure I have 6 more in me. Like, you know,
Right.
don't tell me this is the last cushion cover that I'm going to change. I want to have like 12 more.
But Rachel, it's been wonderful to
Oh,
talk
lovely.
to you.
Lovely with you as well.
I thank you very much indeed for coming here today. Well, it's been my distinct pleasure to talk to Rachel, because I think she has been a sparkling guest. That's all I can say about my guest today. And so until the next time, please make sure that you watch us every single weekend on Going Beyond. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye for now.